Hey fam, I hope you're having a good day today on Wednesday. I'm wearing some pink. Um, I took the day off from posting and stuff yesterday because I had to take my husband into a routine outpatient procedure, and then I tweaked my back, and I think I must have pinched the sciatic nerve because I feel it from my back all the way down to my ankle on the left hand side. So it's been fun. um, Outside of that, I have a dream slash vision ish thing to share with you. Yeah, I'll just dive right into it. So I was woken up around at 1:44 this morning, and I was kind of like, okay, who is this? Usually I get woken up at specific times for specific entities. So like Hecate and Lilith like to wake me up around 3-4 o'clock. If it is a Egyptian goddess, like any of my Egyptian goddesses, they wake me up around the 2 a.m. time frame, but 1 a.m. time slot was different. So I'm like, okay, who's this? And Archangel Raphael came forward. And I, at the very beginning of my spiritual journey, was working with angels, and they seem to be making a huge comeback lately with wanting to work with me. So take that as you will. And it's funny, the 7 main archangels kind of give me like this Jersey Boys, like brothers type of style feeling to me. Like they seem like bruisers, but like in the most loving way possible. So maybe that's what I need right now. Anyways, Raphael woke me up, and I got like confirmation tickles on my right leg, just to be like, hey, is this Raphael? Yes, it is. Okay. So then I started seeing visions, and this one was really interesting because it it showed up to me like the title sequence of a soap opera, and it like started with Popeyes Presents, like Popeyes, the chicken restaurant, orange lettering. And then I couldn't really read the rest of the wording. It like seemed like names, but I couldn't read them. And like the lettering was still in orange, and then it looked like kind of old timey Western curly writing. And there was like somebody moving through woods in a scene. So like the background was green, which, why does everything go back to Taylor Swift? I don't know. But it was orange and green. And this was before Monday even, I might add. So who knows? Anyways, the image then went from like woods, and then it went to a Western saloon bank in the foreground. And though I couldn't read the names, like in my head, I could be like, it's all the usual suspects. Which landing on a bank seems interesting. So then I kind of like woke up from this vision anyways, and it felt like this was a representation of theater that's going on in the world. But weirdly, when I thought of the word theater, I thought of the British spelling of it. So like THEATRE versus ER. And that felt significant. Like why was the British spelling important? Which then I'm writing this all down in my notes app at 1:40ish in the morning. And I think Hecate then started giving me a nod on like, hey, I'm going to help you from here. And I started writing British, which when I started writing the word British, the suggested words on my keyboard then started saying like, the next one was royal, and the one after that was government. So then I clicked on the word British, and then the next, oh, and then royal. And then the next word that came up suggestion was family with the key emoji next to it. And I'm like, oh, that seems interesting. So then once I clicked through all of that, it was like, I'm like, I could tell you, is that you? Yes. Okay, cool. Are we talking about the royal family? Yes. So I then started kind of free associating in my head a little bit, just being like, okay, I'm just going to write down what comes in. So then I was like, okay, the family has more skin in the, like, how the world has been set up. I mean, they are one of the oldest running institutions in the world. Like, they, outside of like religion and stuff, they have kind of their hand on a lot of different type of institutions too. So like they own a lot of land that has like a bunch of ley line convergences in it. And with those ley line convergences, there are like monoliths, really important. There's like banks on top of it. There are government buildings and religious buildings on top of all those. And like that's not significant to specifically the British royal family or government. That kind of is across the board. And like that kind of opened up another line of thinking that I'll probably cover in a different video at a different time because there's so much to cover. But there seems to be like, there is something connecting all of these ley line convergences together that like somehow these really old dynastic institutions have tapped into. And I then got really into watching Ancient Aliens, and there's a lot of stuff there. But one interesting thing is that a lot of these like modern-ish buildings that have lasted a long time are built on the foundation of a lot of like prehistoric monuments and foundations. Like I think Temple Mount is a really interesting concept. It's like in Jerusalem, Bethlehem. It's one of those. And it was like before really any type of group of humans was there that they know of. And then all of these other cultures built stuff on top of it because it was like this huge ley line convergence. And then it started making me wonder if not only are we drawn to these convergence places because like that's just coded into our DNA, but is there something that kind of forms the matrix that we're seeing that's like this overlay, if you will? Overlay line. I'm hysterical. Is that what's creating like the false grid that we're seeing? Is it like they're putting all of this like industry on top of like this like natural occurring power and energy to kind of like manipulate all of us? And I do feel like in some instances it's like they form new places by really bad destruction, and then they like immediately build over that and it like locks that energy in. So oof, getting a lot of confirmation burps. But it was like this like totally random seeming vision just kind of like opened up my brain to yet another rabbit hole I'm probably going to search down. And, you know, if you're interested, please let me know. But like something's shifting right now, and it does seem more like strategic and part of the groundwork of what was started millennia ago. So hope this finds you well. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day, and keep your spirits up however you can.